Come on, Brandon, let's go.
Don't ever do it. The steel curtain is just too freaking strong.
Come on, Flacco, come on.
Oh!
Flacco, TJ, how's
It's Hausaman Goulash.
No, it's Husha Manada.
No, Hushaman Bagel?
Akuna Matata.
You guys, this has been done before.
And that is...
Hey there, fantasy football fans.
Welcome back to Hot Tub Sleeper Picks. It's week 5, and perhaps you've been seeing a lot of pink.
Either you're a very popular guy or you know it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
For more information, please visit www.komen.org. That's KOMEN.org. Together, we can help stomp out breast cancer once and for all.
Well, now let's get started. My sleeper pick this week is Thomas Jones, Kansas City Chiefs running back. The coal miner's son is a starter in Haley's fastest show on earth and should be a key component in Casey's game plan as they face off against Indy on the road. The Chiefs are coming off a bye where they've had more than enough time to create and practice a specific game plan to battle Peyton and his Colts. If you think Castle's going pass for pass with the chosen one, you're crazy. The Colts can't stop water from running, so look for a lot of running from Jones and Jamal Charles. The difference is Thomas gets the goal line looks and should find himself hitting the showers with 100+ yards on the ground and a touchdown.
Now let's head on over to the bedroom before my pick.
Thanks, Courtney, and welcome to yet another segment of the Stardom Sit-'em Slumber Party. We're at the quarter point of the season, and I have a prediction. While this season has been full of throwbacks and surprises, with guys like LaDainian Tomlinson, Terrell Owens, Austin Collie, and Peyton Hillis dominating the fantasy landscape, I expect that to change this week. I expect preseason expectations to take over starting now. My stardom pick this week is Ryan Matthews, running back for the San Diego Chargers. Only the Buffalo Bills are allowing more rushing yards a game, and with the Raiders season already spiraling downward, I don't see a resurgence this week. Mike Tolbert is a solid start as there will be plenty of carries to go around. A bonus stardom pick is Dez Bryant, wide receiver for the Dallas Cowboys. I expect a huge day from Tony Romo, and Bryant will be a major benefactor. Start both of these guys.
Whoa, 2 guys?
Sometimes 2 is better than 1.
Well, okay. I'm gonna have to agree with you on that one. So, here it goes. My first sit-'em pick for this week is Peyton Hillis. Hillis has been a, big wrecking ball after exploding on the Ravens 2 weeks ago. He had another solid game against the Bengals last week, too. This week, however, he faces a stingy Atlanta Falcons defense that has already contained the likes of Rashard Mendenhall, Pierre Thomas, and Frank Gore. Expect more of the same this week as the Falcons keep Hillis in check. And for my second guy, stay on the surprise bandwagon and keep LaDainian Tomlinson on the bench. Against a Minnesota defense coming off the bye week, I expect Rex Ryan to rely on the youth of Shonne Green and an improved aerial attack that gets Santonio Holmes back, by the way, to win this one. So for this week, keep LT and PH on the pine.
That's all from us. How are you girls doing in the tub?
Doing great in the tub, thanks Melinda. So, my sleeper pick this week is Lee Evans, wide receiver for the Buffalo Bills. Evans and the Bills play a surprising Jacksonville Jags, you should like that, at home on Sunday and should finally have a chance to get a W in the left column. Buffalo's offense has shown some signs of life behind the Harvard boy. Jacksonville has a defense uglier than, pretty ugly. Evans seems to have lost some of his luster with both Roscoe Chicken and Waffles Parrish and Steve Johnson having better fantasy seasons so far. But remember, Evans is still the #1 guy there and expect him to show it this week. As the Bills and Jags rack up the points, look for Lee to have 100 yards receiving and a touchdown before the game ends.
All right, I'm next, but before you get my pick, you have to see the nurse.
Hey y'all,
If you haven't experienced a pretty major injury on your team by now, consider yourself lucky. Last week was a mess, and it's only gonna get worse. This week, I'm focusing on Philly. Vic getting banged up really affects that offense's worth. Throw in McCoy, you get a whole bunch of players that I'm staying away from. Deshaun Jackson and Jeremy Maclin looked absolutely worthless against the Skins once Kolb took over. This week, the Eagles travel west to play a seriously ticked-off San Francisco squad. Without a mobile QB or a strong running back, I'm worried Philly's gonna look junior varsity. Brent Selleck might have to catch the ball 30 times for Philly to actually win. I own Jackson and Maclin in my leagues, and they're both riding the pine this week. Back to the tub.
Thanks, Kristen. Well, finally, my sleeper pick is Shonne Hill, starting quarterback for the Detroit Lions. Hill has been a pretty fine fill-in for the busted Matty Stafford. This week, the Lions face St. Louis at home. And though the Rams are 2-2, these teams are almost identical, both very middle of the pack on each side of the ball. I'm feeling a bet the over on this game kind of tingle. Bradford should shred the Lions secondary, but don't think Hill can't keep up. This is a game he's supposed to do well in, and Hill will respond with another 300-yard day and another pair of touchdowns. Hill's also got some wheels under him, and if Javid Best isn't feeling 100%, a rushing touchdown for the quarterback is very possible.
Well, there you have it.
Those are our Week 5 picks.
Make sure you check out hottubsleeperpicks.com. We have the site go pink for October.
And remember to stop by www.komen.org sometime soon.
Also, stick around through the credits for our waiver wire watch.
See you next week.
Bye!
Cheers! Thanks for sticking around, ladies and gentlemen. This week I've got two guys that should be owned in your league. Ideally, by you. First up, Ryan Train of the Redskins. He looked great against the Philly defense, filling in for Clinton Portis. Next, if you need a tight end, it's time to move on with Brandon Pettigrew in Detroit. Thus far, he's looked more like a wide receiver for the Lions than anyone except Megatron. Sure, he's got Scheffler ahead of him on the depth chart, but after watching this Sunday's game, I'm certain I saw an elite tight end in the making. Gentlemen, don't forget to rock your pink for this month.